What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode here on Kinganda. And I got my brother from the wrong side of Sacktown on here. We're going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? This is Dynast Amir from South Sacramento, 21st and Florin. And to my buddy O'Shea, 21st and Florin, South Sacramento. You already know. And to my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson, thank you for having me again. Now, O'Shea's from North Sac, so he's a little slow. So we're going to forgive him. It's in the water in the Paso Heights. They can't help it.
Well, we will whoop your ass when you come out there. But anyways, brother, until
you ain't got to worry. I'm not coming to the Paso Heights. you ain't got to worry about it. I'm not coming out there.
Don't break that. The car break down, brother. So I want to give my brother Dynast. We from the same city, similar friends. We met up before, and knowing him since he was Albert Hollis. He was one of the greatest athletes to come out of our city. Almost as great as the legendary Ontario Smith.
Here we go.
Hey, just like I said, he's a parade today, All-American. I got a chance to see him play. I think I saw Dynast play the Holy Bowl. It had to be like 1998, 99. You might have been a sophomore. I think it's 98. You was a sophomore.
97. No, 97. 97.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah, I was there. So yeah, okay. My brother, he had his little sweeps, but they was getting banged out by Jesuit at the time. Shout out to Casey Maxwell and them.
Shout out to Casey Maxwell.
He's the reason why he's one of the reasons why I'm in Africa. So I always want to give him props for opening that up to me. I wasn't even thinking about coming until he reached out to me about it. So today, we got some news about Sierra Leone. Obviously, you've been talking about it, taking so many of our people to the tours and everything like that. And then I actually did a video about what we thought was a somewhat of a investment thing that had going on?
Yeah, it was a Citizenship by investment program that they just rolled out earlier this year on the 1st of January for those with DNA, I guess with DNA proof that they have a connection to Sierra Leone. They have rolled out a citizenship initiative by investment. So
okay.
Yeah, which was $100,000.
Okay, and I know at the time when that information came out, because maybe about a year ago, you had to put up a live stream and saying that maybe you have felt that Sierra Leone was at the time a little bit unhappy that for the citizenship they have given out, that a lot of the brothers and sisters from the States were not coming back and investing. I know one person in particular came and got the citizenship from Sierra Leone and went right back to Ghana. We'll call that person name
right
out. Mm-hmm. But and just getting the ECOWAS, being able to come and experience, through ECOWAS and all that. So take me through what changed, because they offered that, then they felt like African Americans were not investing, or even the whole diaspora wasn't investing. So then what was the next chain of events then?
No, so I mean the initiative, the program was for the most part put on hold, and then we find out about the whole citizenship by investment program, and that kind of was somewhat of a shock because of the sticker, the price, how much they were asking for it, and especially for those who actually have heritage to Sierra Leone or a DNA link to Sierra Leone, how much they were asking kind of again was a shock, and people took it the wrong. Well, they didn't take it the wrong way. They were rightfully upset. But now they just rolled out the citizenship by heritage program that was implemented before. They just rolled that back out with some changes, some tweaks. So, but I think it's fair. But
what are these tweaks?
So you have to come twice. You have to come twice. So every April and November, you have the opportunity to come. Then the following April or November, that's when you get your actual passport. So if you come in this April, I'm bringing a group this April.
Okay.
So when you come this April, you'll get your passport the following April. So you have to wait a year.
Okay. I think that's fair. All right.
That and the fee for that goes towards that, the actual government fee They raised it at $600, which is fair to me. In my eyes, it's fair. Outside of that, everything's still the same as far as the documents they want. Oh, also, they're now opening up where you can use more DNA companies. So at first it was just African ancestry. Now you can use ancestry.com, 23andMe, and another DNA company I believe was CRI. But I know 23andMe and ancestry.com are the more popular ones.
Okay. This citizenship package that we saw that had something to do with, I don't know if it was gold,
right?
Something like that. This comes out. I make a video about it. People are not really receiving it well.
And rightfully so.
Right. And then so,
especially the heritage component. Now, the other citizenship by investment programs that they rolled out for those who do not have a DNA link to Sierra Leone. I mean, that's normal because St. Kitts and Nevis, other countries, they have these DNA by investment programs. Turkey, so I get it, but to charge over $100K plus for those who actually have heritage to Sierra Leone, I think was a lot of people erupted the wrong way. So they're rightfully so.
So you think that maybe this is one of the reasons why there was a change of heart with this?
I'm not sure. I think there might be a disconnect between the Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Immigration. So I don't know. All I know is this year, 2024, the whole citizenship process was put on hold, and now it's now it's back on with new rules. The reason why it was put on hold, I'm not sure. I don't know, but it's water in the bridge now. But now it's definitely back on.
Okay, because you actually had, like I said, you have 2 tours. You were thinking about maybe even canceling the tour because of this situation.
Well, no, not necessarily. It was just no. So I have a commitment to Sierra Leone. So when I got my citizenship, my commitment to Sierra Leone was to be active in the tourism and hospitality sector. So no matter what, I'm still going to bring people to Sierra Leone. Now I did say, in regards to planning, as far as bringing people to Sierra Leone, I kind of wanted the the Ministry of Tourism to let us know if they're going to be giving citizenship or not, so I could properly plan. Because instead of just bringing people in April and November, I might bring people in October or May. I also was thinking about when I brought people to Senegal, also doing a 2-for-1. So after Senegal, we go straight to Sierra Leone. So that right there was just like, hey, are we doing citizenship or not? So I could properly plan, because a lot of people need, to know in advance so they could plan on marrying if they're going to come or not. So that's that's what I meant. But as far as canceling or not bringing people to Sierra Leone, I'll always Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and Senegal, those 3 countries I will always bring people to, no matter what.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I just got through doing an interview with Gina Efue, that's how she pronounced her name, which I met through you, African Superstar. She was kind of believing that because there's a lot of complaining from the diaspora, or some of the negative commentary that goes on social media with the African diaspora returning home. And she feels like because the diaspora has been complaining about some systems being unfair to them in trying to migrate back into the continent. And kudos for Sierra Leone and Ghana. I've been very critical of those 2 countries, but criticism, I got to give props to where it is. Kudos to them. But some of this complaining about some of the things going on in these countries might limit opportunities, because it might piss off said country that is trying to work with the African American community. And rightfully
so. That's a good Yeah, it's just for some reason, O'Shea, people don't understand. Some of our people don't understand. Like, look, you're not in America. You're in Sierra Leone. You're in Ghana. So things move slower sometimes. Things move differently. Yeah. You're not. And for some reason, sometimes our people just don't get that. Like, you have to have patience. You know, in fact, our mutual friend, Dan. In fact, I met Daniel indirectly through you because I think he followed you first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, me and Daniel, we were having this conversation. Me and him had we had breakfast last year, and he said you have to have an authentic love for Africa,
right?
To deal with some of the an organization, if that's the correct term. And it will. So, but what happens, because of the citizenship opportunity, people who don't have this authentic love for Africa are people who see Daddy December, on YouTube, and they think, when they go to Africa, it's going to be Daddy December full time, but they don't have this authentic love for Africa. They get to Africa and then they just start being perpetual complainers and complaining about everything.
Right.
And like I said, people, they watch this. I mean, people watch this, and they're like, well, if they're complaining about everything, why should we extend this opportunity if they're just gonna complain about everything?
Okay.
So, I mean, that's why I think, honestly, and I'm just speaking for myself, this isn't coming from Sierra Leone.
Right.
I just think that's why they're like, okay, let's make the process a little more difficult,
Initially.
Well,
it seems like.
Well, now, because I mean, Sierra Leone was the only country in Africa where you could show DNA paperwork, come get a passport within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was the only country.
Yeah, I gotta give them props. They were the only.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I mean, with Ghana, you at least had to go through a longer process,
right?
And I think just recently, Guinea-Bissau, they just gave some DNA by descent individuals citizenship as well, and they had to wait like 2-3 years.
Okay.
So
2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they had to wait like 2 years.
Yeah,
I think they just finally received their passports last week.
Is that Portuguese?
Yep. Well,
okay. Guinea-Bissau is Portuguese. Okay.
Yeah. So I just think they want to separate the people who are serious and who are not, and by doing it this way, it makes it a little more.
See who's serious.
Yeah, see who's serious.
Okay, so let's talk about the opportunities that are in Sierra Leone, and kind of before I get into that, like we always talk about opportunities in Africa, but some of those opportunities are kind of hard to deal with because of the bureaucracy. Another word can be, a little bit of corruption. Things can be hard to do because the market may not be as free. And there are opportunities to do things probably in Sierra Leone, just like in Uganda, but these opportunities come with a lot of red tape and some hurdles. So I know that even though Sierra Leone is given this opportunity for citizenship, but does that indicate or does that mean that Sierra Leone is still the right country for a person? What are the opportunities that you feel like are unique to Sierra Leone, in case of just, instead of clout chasing and going to Kenya, South Africa, Ghana?
Yeah, there you go. I would say Sierra Leone has the most beautiful coastline in all of West Africa. So hospitality, tourism, that's what I'm focused on. Also diamonds, if that's what you're into, as far as rare gems, but I'm not into that at all. So I couldn't, if somebody was to give me a cubic zirconia and said this is a real diamond, they'll get me. Like, I just,
right.
Yeah. So my main focus is hospitality and tourism.
Okay.
So I think it's a great opportunity.
Well, what about other people that you have brought onto the tour? Some of their success stories that they have.
Let's see here. So I have one guy that has a I think cassava farm in Bow. There's a lady that's doing KKs, which are the tri, like not tricycles, but you guys might have them in Uganda. They're like
the 3-car thing, like you see them in Tanzania a lot. Those things.
Right. So KK, so transportation, agriculture, primarily transportation and agriculture and real estate. Those three sectors.
How do you think their experience has been?
I think it's going well, but like any country, this is not limited to Sierra Leone. I mean, you just got to deal with the right people, so you don't get, they don't steal your money,
right,
and get over on you. That's in Uganda, Nigeria, wherever you go, you just got to get with the right people.
Okay. So, what other, like, having you have a Nigerian in Sierra Leone passport. So if you did have a Sierra Leone passport, what would they give you the opportunity to do?
So I was in Sierra Leone. I set up my business in Sierra Leone even before I got my passport. So in 2019, I believe this is November of 2019. Was it? No. So when did I go to Sierra Leone first? It was either 2018 or 2019. I don't remember, but I went to Liberia.
Okay.
Then from Liberia, I went to Sierra Leone. I fell in love with the country.
Okay.
And so I'm like, listen,
what about the country you fell in love with?
It was the beaches, the food, the people. And then I already had my DNA paperwork linking me to Sierra Leone. But I fell in love with the country. So I was going, regardless, I had set up my business there regardless, even my connection with Sierra Leone was never contingent on citizenship. I just love the country.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I was doing business there anyway.
Right.
And so I had planned on doing a tour to Sierra Leone in April of 2020, but COVID hit.
Okay.
So that guy came. In fact, me and Blacksit, Juliet, you know Juliet with Blacksit?
Of course.
We were going to do a tour in Sierra Leone, April of 2020. Then COVID hit.
Okay.
And then shortly thereafter, I said, after COVID, I said, you know what? I'm going to bring a group in April of 2021.
Okay.
Then in, literally, I think in fact, here we go. First time I went to Sierra Leone was November of 2019. I went back when they started to loosen the COVID rules in early November of 2020. Mid 2020, I fly back to America. I get a phone call. Hey, Dynas, you got your DNA paperwork. They're giving away, not giving away. They're going to have another citizenship conferment ceremony early January of 2021. You need to be here in December of 2020. So I went back a month later to go through the citizenship process.
Okay. So you went back to do that. All right. In comparisons to some of the other countries, I mean, because when I look at Uganda, or let's say Kenya, which is becoming a very, very hotbed for.
I'm partial to West Africa. I'm a West Africa guy.
Right.
I know you like East Africa. I'm a West Africa guy.
I've only been to Nigeria, so I haven't really been to West Africa a lot. But I did like Nigeria, though. Nigeria was cool. But you're having people from the diaspora, and they're looking at Kenyans. You see, especially if you're like in our business, it's a really good market to do it there. South Africa has some modern things there for people who want to kind of get in, and then maybe Sierra Leone, which is still developing. What are some of the challenges that you feel like somebody would face in Sierra Leone that they might not see in Accra or might not see in another country?
There are definitely some infrastructure issues in Sierra Leone when it comes to electricity. Primarily infrastructure wise would be the would be the primary issue. But it's still opportunity. So